right, the audio is on, and
You let that
again,
kitty do it at once.
hey Moose, type an exclamation point into the chat. Type an exclamation point into chat and type something. But we're live on a very cold night for most of us. So on Twitch, Moose. But we're live on a very cold evening.
Yeah.
Some folks are expecting snow. Some of us are kind of cold, and then one of us is very cold. There's also a very agitated baby who's been sick most of the weekend. But that's where we're at over on this end. Everyone else mostly okay?
Mostly.
Yeah. Hey, as far as right now, until and I would like to remind people that there are some of us who live in South Central Louisiana until the snow starts.
That is a don't go outside, nobody knows how to drive in it.
It is, in fact.
However, I had to laugh at somebody that was doing a video on Facebook that was them with seasoned salt on their driveway to make sure it didn't ice.
Hey, we're not sure. I've heard it said that the issue is I know we're supposed to salt it, but should we do garlic powder and onion powder and to make sure to that way everything is nice and seasoned for when it thaws out?
Yeah, I think that was the joke they were going with. My wife, who is wrestling with our grumpy daughter, is probably like, y'all are wimps. This is not snow yet. Thinking she comes from where 2 foot of snow is not unusual.
She also here's the important part. She also comes from somewhere that has a state and local infrastructure that is built to deal with snow.
This is true. We have a state infrastructure that's not entirely able to deal with roads.
Yeah, you are not incorrect.
Anyway, as a recap from last week, y'all found Moulette. You got him back. Claire made fun of how he looks.
You also named him Mullet.
I did name him Moulette. Okay, y'all want the truth of what was going to happen when someone rolled the dice when y'all got done fighting the false hydra the first time? Whoever got the lowest was going to have the missing family member. And so I had to come up with a name quick, and there was Moularn, Moulette, Moulak, Moularn. So I was like, well, what would a triplet be? Moulette, and let's make him kind of a fighter boy. And then Roll20, or not Roll20, but Hero Forge did not have a haircut I liked that was close enough to being a mullet. So that is how your brother was created. What is she doing? She is trying to throw herself backwards. That is her new way of being mad at everything. Is throw herself backwards or go stiff as a board. Is that normal?
It is. It also that also means that now y'all have something else to worry about.
Her throwing herself on the floor or trying to plank?
Her just throwing herself, just throwing herself down.
She has
That
started
is,
doing that, yeah.
yeah. So just going backwards is something that y'all are gonna have to worry about.
She does not understand that pushing off of either one of us while we're holding her will result in something bad.
Correct.
And we're going to try to keep it that way. Yeah, and y'all also may have figured out a way to get to or get out Moloch from the ring. And that's where we pick up, is You kind of know how to do it.
2 seconds. Well, I'm gonna go to. I think I'm going to go to my sister's room and find her and be like, "Hey,
Yo.
so seriously, what do you think?"
I mean, that depends on what you figured out. Do we have any way forward here?
Theoretically, if I'm right, and I mean I'm typically right,
Debatable.
well, when it comes to this, um,
Fair.
so the theory behind the basic working theory is that if we can hack into the demi-plane that he exists on currently, then that would allow him to get out. He gets out, he will then die is not the right word for it. He's already dead.
I get the concept. It releases him and kind of there's it does
And
get a
gives us
little weird there, yeah.
and it gets a little muddled, yeah. But effectively, what it boils down to is at that point we now have the option to resurrect him, like we did with Moulette. That's where we're at. Will it work? I'm pretty sure it'll work, and that's
The
pretty
only
much where I'm at.
the only thing I'm worried about is one, getting him out of the plane. We're still not quite sure if that's just going to be an even, like, we go there, we get him, we all leave, or like if there's some sort of equivalent exchange, right? Like we're still kind of
Correct.
not sure about that. And then the second part, really don't like the idea of him just having to be completely gone in order for us to possibly get him back. But again, I get it.
I mean,
This is why I fucking hate this magic shit, because there always has to be these trade-offs and they never work out great and there's too many unknowns.
correct. However, we are literally at a point now where it is. It's not like he's actually still around. I can hear him
Yeah.
when he wants me to.
And you said he can't like really hear or see out or anything, can he?
Apparently he can hear. Apparently, from what it seems like he can hear me.
And just you.
Yep, he has some basic. I think he has some basic connection to my senses that lets him kind of have an idea on what's going on around him. But it's not like he's standing behind my eyeball watching watching what happens.
And see, that's where I end up landing with the whole, at least this other option of getting him free. I mean, that's not to be like, all military and about it, but like that's got to be better though, right? Like I can't imagine just sitting there in nothingness for ages. Not that I really know what's next either, but like God, it's got to be better than that. Especially listening to your voice all the time.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So much love.
She will give you like an actual smile to mean she's joking.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna give her my best disheveled smile. Is it? I mean, it's weird. It was different. It was different with Moulette because I knew something was missing, but I didn't know for sure. I know he's gone. You know,
Yeah.
it's. I felt like I felt like a part. I felt like a part of me was. I kind of felt like a part of me was missing with Moulette. Like I had it's like an amputated limb, but the but it was just gone, and I didn't. It kind of like it was more like being born without without a limb. You never know that you missed it, but you know
Fair.
something was supposed to have been there. And this is 100% the phantom pain of something's there. Something should be here, but it's not.
Yeah. I'm just mad that y'all let us go on so long thinking everything was fucking fine. Just off doing my shit with my studies. I wasn't even home until I heard about Dad. And then I come home to one brother. Fuck you guys.
I mean, how many times have you talked to Mom since you hooked up with us?
I mean, she also knows what we've been up to, but fair.
I was going to say, if you said anything else, Claire, give me a deception check.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, this has been past few years have been really, really weird. I didn't think I was gonna end up in this situation. I didn't think I was gonna end up losing everything and then dragging my little sister into it. I I didn't.
I mean, to give y'all credit, it's not like you dragged me into it. I just kind of popped up.
I understand that, and I know that logically. However, when has logic ever really been the sole thing that goes on in any of our heads, much less mine?
I
You
mean,
know,
not very much, but at the same time, I think you underestimate just how much your book learning gets you sometimes. But yeah, I don't think our family's really known for the logic side of things sometimes.
A flashback to your dad. Well, we could buy this boat for the family. This is a good boat. When none of y'all had ever been on a boat.
Dad, I don't even know how to swim.
We'll learn. It'll be a fun family. I'm sorry, I'm making your dad sound like an idiot, and he's absolutely not.
All dads are prone to dad things.
To be fair, if it was a good deal on a boat, though.
Yeah.
Everybody can swim. It just depends on how long it takes you to learn to use your arms right.
I can swim for the rest of my life.
exactly.
There you go. That's
That's
a real I have a glass thinking.
that's that is 100% a looking on the brighter side of life situation.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like at this stage, I mean, what are you going to need for us to get there? To get
I mean,
him
I could
back.
always use. And I could always use some magical backup for one thing, and uh, can assist with that. I mean, I guess ultimately is going to be on whether or not I'll be able to break in or not.
Yeah. And I say this, and I really don't mean to say this lightly, but it's going to come across that way. Do we need a priest? Like, for real? Like, if we're talking, like, soul leaving body, soul leaving, coming back to body, leaving shell plane stuff,
Well, I
do
mean,
we need
that's
some
where,
religion stuff?
and that's where Tarl's gonna come in. You know,
Yeah.
So
Which
there's a pregnant pause there right after you said from Mulay.
I get it. I get it. He's a warrior priest, a bit more warrior than priest. However, he's come in clutch when that kind of thing has been necessary.
I mean, fair. Just keep in mind, I do have my religious studies minor, so don't completely write me off. I can help a little bit.
And
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to essentially coordinate everything because I'm gonna be kind of busy.
Well, I am good at that at least.
So I think
Are we
Couldn't
looking at
need-
doing this here, or do we need to go? Is there? I don't know how this shit works. Is there like a fucking holy site or some thing that we go to?
I don't think so. I think here is gonna be the best option because uh uh I can
I mean,
kind
we
of get
have more resources in general, like, and whatever we don't have, I know, like, mom can easily ask for someone to run go get us something. I'm sure there's a little bit of limitations, but you know, she's pretty damn good at getting just about anything we want. So,
true, and it's more the I think there's gonna be a bit more resonance with him here with his place where where it's surrounded by his stuff is going to be probably the best place to figure this out.
yeah. And he is mom's favorite, so we know we at least have that going for us too.
And that's the thing. I think just a little bit of time uh, to get myself ready, and then I think we're honestly pretty much good to go.
All right. Well, just let me know what you need from me. Sounds dumb, but I can go ahead and start getting his room ready for him to come back.
Yeah.
You don't think we're gonna be like having to like fight our way to get him, do you? Like, surely this is not some like he's in there alone, right?
I mean, so from everything that I have researched, looked up, and seen, right? He is literally sitting
Team
and
bonus
sitting
action
in the
says oh
demiplane,
no.
and it's in a demiplane where the only thing that exists in it is him. There's nothing else there. It is literally just him in the dark. This was an item created by a wizard a long time ago. This is a very strong magical artifact, so it's going to be tough to get in. And so there should be no guards. So probably
God, that
it's
fucking
us.
sucks for him. Are you
So
sure
it's
he's
us.
gonna be okay when he comes back? I think we might need to get his therapist in house for at least a session or two before we like get ready to start heading back out. Cause Jesus fucking Christ, that's some
I
shit.
mean, we just need to make sure his mirror is close by. Okay.
True. Oof. Yeah. Him. Oh my God, he hasn't probably seen himself in the longest time ever. I don't think he's ever gone longer than overnight before looking in a mirror.
This is a distinct possibility. Yeah, there have been some traveling times. Then he did have that little mirror he always kept with him.
Yeah, that was mine. I know. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Fucking from Polly Pocket. He took it from me, bitch.
It's definitely on his body though.
Which means it no longer exists.
Why would it no longer exist?
Oh well, no. If it's on his body, then he's.
Are
then
you
it's
are
on
you
ice.
getting Balfor? I mean, not Balfor, but Mulak
Yes, I am.
and
Gleam.
Gleam confused again.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100% exactly what's
Who
happening.
has silently murdered the entire crew of the ship for not getting paid and the town burning down again?
Oh. Uh, I guess I kind of go to our room and just kind of start preparing, and then I'll take some time to get like focus on his favorite things. Pictures of himself.
Yeah.
See, Moose, do describe. I don't know if you've done this before. Describe Mulak's room again.
It's probably the cleanest room out of all the siblings. Very like minimalist. Like it looks like it's expensive.
Okay, you broke up.
Bed with the.
I was getting
Can you hear?
minimalist. Looks kind of expensive. It was breaking up a little bit, but I think it's just the internet connection. Our internet has been dumb tonight.
Yeah, minimalist. But also very expensive. Like the bed is what is that called? Where there's like a thing over your bed.
Canopy.
Yeah, it's like a very, very expensive canopy bed. The drapes on the windows are very expensive looking. There's like chase lounge chairs and like really fancy rugs and a ginormous mirror. Really expensive clothing. But like tidy, neat, clean.
Would it be a surprise for anybody that does not really know Mulak?
No.
I mean, it's not a surprise for your siblings, but it wouldn't be a surprise for anyone else when they see your stuff like you're really neat and clean.
Yeah, he's like they've probably never really seen him dirty, especially because of his boots.
Huh. Side note, I just got a weather alert. We're supposedly getting snow right now. Okay, so you're able to get in there, start setting up a ritual. Do you send for anybody to help?
Yes, I think I'm gonna send for everybody. Send for the whole crew.
So, I guess everybody gathers in Mulak's room, seeing all the expensive stuff. Is there anything that you think, Moose, would be a surprise in the room to anybody? Like one thing you have that you would like not let a lot of people see that would have been in your room?
Probably there are pictures on the wall that are like of his, or I guess paintings on his wall that are like of the family. Like very nice and like respectful paintings of like his siblings, his parents, and stuff like that. That seem very like purposefully reverent of his family.
Right, so you're gathered in the room to attempt a plane shift with this ring.
Yeah, buddy. So here's what. So here's the way. Here's what I need from everybody for this to actually work. I'm gonna look at Balfor and Tarl. Like, Balfour, I don't know if there's anything that you can do. I may need your assistance with this, because I think you have some similar skills to what I'm going to attempt to do.
And
Tarl, what?
I just gained a lot of new stuff too. I can do. I didn't even look at my 8th level spells. Yeah, I could do stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably do that, huh?
Probably.
Yeah. Tarl, you can as well, but I think looking at more of the divine side of the magic is what probably what's going to be best for what I need for you. Roulette, we already talked. Arvax, I mean, try to make sure your guy doesn't see us.
Just real quick.
Okay.
Can anybody plane shift besides me? Because I can only do that once, and if I have to get us out,
I can in fact plane shift.
so you're gonna send us there, and then it'll be me to get us out.
Essentially, yes. That's essentially what we're looking at.
Since I just woke up, I'm just preparing what I might need to do.
So you're plane shifting into the ring?
Yeah.
What other
Yep.
types of things would you maybe need me to do? How about this? I have some healing. I have some buffing in case we need to fight. I can make us go invisible. I can make us be a little bit more stealthy. I can enhance abilities in case you need to do some mind things. I can hold the person still. I can resurrect. I can make someone faster. I can make something day. I can dispel magic. This is just what I have prepared normally, but I can prepare other things too. I can resurrect. I can make it icy.
Okay, your Swiss Army knife. We got it.
I'm not done.
If you
I know you're not. I know you're not.
Hell, haste wouldn't be. Haste on after I make would probably be a very, very good combination.
Haste I always have prepared, being from the plains. It's a part of my circle. I can also do this, if that could help before we go. That's something I always have. I don't know if that would matter though.
Considering the fact that I wouldn't be able, it wouldn't work on me. I don't think so.
I need your mom to designate a place in your house to my deity.
That can be arranged. Let's go ahead and see if I get that done.
If you give me another really expensive cup, I can give us a nice meal before we leave.
Okay, so you shift into the ring, then what?
It's I'm not gonna lie. At that point, we're looking at plane shift out. Find him, plane shift out, which at that point would cut him loose.
So should we not be doing this maybe where we're near his body again?
I mean, with the resurrection that Tarl used on Roulette, it doesn't know we can always go there after.
I'm just saying, because he's in the bag. We gotta get back to the bag.
We do. So I think we do this, and then that should be the next thing that we. Then I think that should be the next thing that we try to. The next our next objective would be to get back to the bag, and then bring that. So that if nothing else, we can bring that back here.
When your mom designates a space to my deity, I need to set up a sanctuary.
Okay. How long would that take you?
One action.
Okay. I can see about let's see about getting that taken care of. And no. We'll see. I'll we'll go ahead and get that taken care of for you, and then once that's done, we can get started. I will go to Mom.
You see, you mentioned Moulette, and you realize Moulette was not actually there. When you go to find your mom, he is trying to get away from her.
Yeah. I mean, you do realize it's gonna be like that for a minute, right?
He just casts message to you, help me.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Be smug.
I am helping you. It's once I do once we finish what we're about to do, I think you'll get a break.
Your mother looks at you. What do you need? What do you need, honey?
I need 67. I need a place for Tarl that Tarl can dedicate to his god, so that we can have an anchor point here, so that he can assist in attempting to get Mulak back.
Okay.
Because that's what's happening next.
All right. Yeah. The matron might not like that too much, but we do have guests here, so we can set them up something over in the guest wing. I'll get somebody on it.
Okay. And as soon as that's done, we'll I'll go ahead and get started.
Okay, so it'll probably be tomorrow before they get everything ready. Tarl, are you going to help oversee that to make sure it's set up in the correct way?
Once it's set up, I'm gonna go in and bless it to the god of Tyr, and I have to cast my spell there, set the anchor, and then it'll work from there on out.
Which spell is this?
Word of recall.
Okay, so you're just designating this as your sanctuary. Got it. You can teleport 6 because it's you and 5 willing, right?
That is correct.
Which would be just enough if you had to. All right, so y'all are doing that. Balfor, what are you going to do with this day before the ritual goes?
Did you say Balfour?
Yes.
I'm gonna keep pestering to try to get a really expensive cup.
Well,
I will assist him in providing that.
well, you also have that one employee that you've pushed towards down with the system. There are no nobles kind of thing. So he will find you a cup.
Does the cup look like it's worth? I didn't put how much it is.
It looks like it would be the amount for one hero's feast.
Okay, I think it's 1,000 gold.
You're pretty sure it's worth that much, but it also does say crunk on the back of it.
That's okay. And then when are we leaving? We're leaving in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, it'll be breakfast then. We do have to eat it for an hour though. Or wait, how long does it last? It lasts 24 hours. I could do it right now. We could have it for dinner.
That sounds like a plan.
That way I'll have this spell slot back in the morning.
Okay. So you're going to cast Hero's Feast and everybody's going to eat. Arvax.
Everybody gains, unfortunately, only 4 max hit points. So your maximum hit points go up by 4 for 24 hours.
Mm,
You okay?
yeah,
Is she asleep on you?
yeah. On my shoulder.
Okay. You hear do you go back to your room during all this, or do you help with something else during this one, like you were brought in for the ritual, and then it turned out there was more prep that was going to happen?
I mean, I'll do whatever I need to do to help. That just means telling the guys to fuck off is what I'll do.
All right. So it seems like with a little bit of helping you're doing, you have this nagging feeling in the back of your head. And then at the feast that is provided by Balfor, a note is slid to you very quickly.
By who?
By an unseen force.
Okay. What does it say?
As you open it, it asks, "Are we still a thing?"
The fuck?
It is Moulette's handwriting.
The fuck? Huh? Huh?
as you read further down, see me after we eat.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Is Tarl sitting anywhere near close to her?
You're not letting anyone see this shit.
I would say the two people with extremely high passive perception don't have to roll. Tarl and Malarn, you do. Y'all need to roll perception checks to see if you notice this versus a sleight of hand from Arvax.
Oh, BKB.
Goddamn, Tarl.
Yeah, because sleight of hand's definitely something I'm fucking.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Well, we don't know yet. No, Malarn, you don't notice. Tarl, you barely notice Arvax shoving something into one of her pockets. Mulaith, were you sitting near Arvax?
I would imagine like near-ish, yeah.
Okay, you probably would have gotten a better look. Balfor, what's your passive perception again? Like,
The.
well, hold on.
I got
Sorry.
both characters open.
What is
20.
Okay, 20. So actually, Balfour wouldn't notice. Mulaith, yours is
Man,
like
if I
what?
got-
25, right?
I gotta roll a
25.
perception check though.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check. So Mulaith, you notice. Yeah, Balfour, you notice. Dear God, a plus 10 to perception. Ooh. So y'all notice it is definitely a note that is put into her pocket.
It's not my business.
Would Mulaith have any inkling who put that there? Like, would she have picked up on anything from Roulette?
With the 25, no, but you know it was more than likely it was an unseen servant.
Okay.
Does she seem embarrassed by it, or?
Arvax, what expression are you making?
Probably more confused.
I'll do that.
Definitely confused.
Okay.
So, anybody else at the table do anything, or just letting it ride?
I sees nothing. So
Not gonna do anything. It's her business.
Tarl
Mulaith will definitely remember for later.
Tarl casts Zone of Truth.
Oh my god.
God, I wish Mulak was here because he would just lie. Actually, who has the ring on?
hi, how you doing?
You can still lie in this.
Yep.
I looked at her and say, "What you got there? What's it say?"
Don't worry about it.
Whoever.
You gotta pass a charisma savings throw.
You
She's
did
not
not
lying.
just Zone of Truth the fucking paladin, you asshat.
She also didn't lie.
She didn't
I
lie
also
though.
didn't lie. Don't worry about it.
Mulaith is gonna look at Tarl. That means it's something good.
Actually, I think all of us have to make that.
Greg is sitting there. Greg is
Only if
most
you attempt to lie.
intrigued. Greg is most intrigued.
No, we all have to make it.
Greg, there's 10 gold piece if you can find out.
And a receipt.
Greg, you,
Just
Greg,
kidding.
you
I don't
come
think
near
it
me
is.
and I'll stab you.
No receipt needed because it's coming out of my personal funds.
Greg looks at
You see,
Arvax and
that
looks.
wasn't lying either, now was it?
Greg looks at Arvax and looks at everybody else. She's not lying. She's not lying.
But you're supposed to find out what it is.
I can try.
I'm matched.
Greg then's going to look over at Balfor, are you going to eat the chicken wing?
And I can't lie, so I'll say I planned on it, yeah.
Okay. You can see that Greg is like doing mental calculations in his head, but he's bad at math. Because what is...
It's a calculated risk, but boy, am I bad at math.
Hold on, let me pull up Greg. What are Greg's stats? Oh boy, no. No, our sweet boy, no. Okay, it's a +1. Wisdom is the -1. Ooh. Boy has no common sense. He might try it. See, what's his D20? That's an 18. He might try it later. Okay. Okay.
Wait, you know what? I'll let Greg eat. I can have 12 people eat at the
Well, Greg
Heroes
had,
Feast.
Greg had already sat down at the table. I mean, he's not going with y'all because you have a limited number because you got to bring one back. But Greg saw food.
Yeah, you can eat anything you want at this table, Greg. 12 people can eat this.
Mulaith,
What?
he is getting
Greg.
grease all over the fancy outfit he's in.
Greg, what do you want to eat?
Eggs.
Lulaith is just gonna grab some spot cleaner and start trying to.
Are you trying to spot clean him as he's eating?
Yes. While stuffing like a like dinner napkin, which I'm assuming on him is actually pretty big, like into his shirt, so it covers the whole shirt down to his waist.
All right, I need a competing athletics or acrobatics roll.
Greg,
Is,
Greg, this dinner, Greg, whatever you want to eat will appear and you can eat it.
is Moulette sitting at this table?
Yes, Moulette is eating at the table.
Have him roll charisma save.
There we go. I have a character sheet for him.
Does anybody at this table know what that piece of paper had written on it?
Nah.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
What did it say?
it is boring as hell.
Does Moulette look a little sad when he says that?
No, because I'm looking at the wording of the spell.
Oh, he doesn't have to answer it directly, but he answered yes, he did know what was written on it.
Well, Mularn said that I was reading it to see if remaining silent is actually something he can do.
He can.
Pleading the fifth.
He doesn't have to answer.
Yeah, he's just gonna not answer and look off to the side.
Does Tarl notice him look off to the side?
I would say yes. Moulette is not exactly subtle.
He's just going to kind of grin to himself. People may see a grin on his face, but he's going to grin to himself and his head's going to shake up and down. And he's going to leave it at that.
Milarn should just make up what it is. I know exactly what it says, word for word.
The recipe. It's sword fighting tips.
Does Tarl remember anything about the history of Moulette and Arvax in
Well,
the past?
that is a natural fucking 20, so give me a second to type something to you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Emily's like, I'm over here just mind my own business, and yet
I
Tarl
don't even know
knows
what
all
the
of it.
fuck's going on. Why does Tarl get to know shit?
Are we playing Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind all of a sudden?
I mean, you're still
He's
kind of.
playing Tarl also already knows the answer to the question before he ever fucking asks it.
We're playing. Everybody still has holes in their memory because false hydras are a fucking weird thing.
Yeah, that's why I said Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Still haven't seen it.
Me either. All right, that is what you have a memory of, Tarl.
Where'd you put it?
Discord.
Discord or
Yeah.
private?
Discord, yeah. Oh, sent it to the wrong person. Knox ignore. Whoops. Should have known it wasn't you because there wasn't a giant litany of bacon in it.
Yeah, this is true.
Tarl's just gonna have the memory and he's gonna continue to have a shit-eating grin to himself and say to himself, uh-huh.
All right, so if nothing else, y'all finish your hero's feast. You gain the benefit, which I mean, I think gives y'all advantage on wisdom saves.
Yes, and we're immune to fear and cured of all diseases and poison, immune to poison and being frightened, and all wisdom saving throws have advantage, and their maximum hit points go up by 4 because that's what I rolled.
Okay. So, Arvax, what do you do after you finish your meal?
Leave. And I guess I'm gonna go wait around a corner or something. Wait for him to come out, I guess. And I'm gonna roll his check to see if I remember anything.
I mean, you can give me a history check.
My fucking god, I hate my life.
Roll20 just hates your rolls. But at least it was on this and not hitting something.
He's trying to tell her she needs to come clean to everybody.
She doesn't know what to come clean about. What does everybody else do? Arvax leaves. You see Moulette leave through a different door.
Go make sure the sanctuary is set up and just double down and make sure everything's good there, and then I'm gonna go get some sleep.
All right. Millarn, Mulaith, Balfour.
Same. I'm actually gonna go and sleep in my brother's bed.
It is so ridiculously comfortable.
I'm aware.
Mulaith is gonna go in Mulak's room too, just for a little bit. But mostly she's just gonna be like setting aside some clothes, like picking out some things, like maybe like favorite trinkets or stuff of his, just to take with them in case it helps at all when they see him.
Okay.
Just kind of packing like a little go bag.
You are picking his second favorites because his favorites are always on him.
Fair. I figured he had like fond things from like childhood or young adulthood and things like that that he probably still had around.
You do find his spark shooting action figure of the unlucky Captain Laser.
Nice.
It's one of those that I think all of us, with the exception of maybe you, Claire, are old enough to remember the toys that like had the little wheel in the back when you spun them. That was basically like a lighter wick or a lighter stone. Like they shot sparks out of their chest or their mouth.
I had a Barbie that had skates that did that.
I do remember the Barbie, yeah.
I'm remembering He-Man and G.I. Joe toys.
My sister had a Barbie that the skates did that, and we did it on the carpet so much that you couldn't do it anymore.
But that's basically what that toy does. So that's what y'all are doing. Arvax, you see Moulette moving over to go to his room. That's off of the big branch for the triplets.
I'm gonna catch up to him before he gets to the room. Hey.
Like, hey, you got the note?
Yeah.
Let's
I don't want. Yeah. What?
maybe not out in like the hallway.
Yeah. Probably not.
All right, Mulaith, you're gonna hear them. You're gonna hear your brother and definitely Arvax's footsteps because Emily, is it safe to assume Arvax has a very distinct walk?
Well, at this point, considering she's almost 7 feet friggin' tall and still doesn't know how to handle it.
Table gets knocked over.
Shit.
So you hear that?
I'm gonna choose to believe that Moulette wrote like 1 or 2 notes that alluded to something when he was out adventuring. I'm gonna choose to believe that Moulette is like, oh yeah, okay. I just knowingly like is curious, but she's gonna mind her business. She's not gonna meddle.
Okay, let me ask you, what do you think it is, Mulaith?
Moulette thinks that it's just like a crush or something.
Okay, in that note, how old is Mulaith again? Because the triplets are like 120, right?
Yeah, she was, I think, 20 or 30 years younger. So, like, roughly the equivalent of, like, just a few years, but enough to still probably be called baby sister.
Right, I'm just saying is what aren't Mularn and Mulak like 120 knocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think they're 180. Let me look.
Was it 80? I thought it was
They
around 30, but
are full age. 140. 140.
And Malaith is 112, apparently.
okay, so y'all are what by most standards would be considered young adult elves because you haven't seen your second century yet. Mulaith, Arvax is biologically 40. Isn't that, or chronologically 40? Isn't that what it is, Em? She got aged
I
up
was
before.
I was 22, and I got aged up like 20 years.
So yeah, you're in your 40s, which would mean if your brother has a crush on her, even though she is fully grown, because elves are fully grown, they age the same as humans. But just like culturally, that's still a child.
All right, never mind then.
Like you've seen Arvax handle herself. Arvax is an adult biologically by everybody's standard, but again,
I'm an
culturally.
orc, goddammit, fuck y'all.
But you know,
Fuck your L standard.
so does that change anything, Mulay? Like
Yeah,
you're
she
like
would.
you're like,
yeah.
oh, it's a crush. Okay, it's wait.
Well, I was also saying that under the assumption that Moulette had like mentioned something to her before. So if that's not the case, then he wouldn't have mentioned it. So that's not a thought that she would be having.
Okay, no, he is not. He has not said anything. Like honestly, you have not gotten to talk to your brother much since he's back. On a side note, you do know his type. And from everything you've heard, thankfully Peregrine is not nearby because he probably would have said something.
Fair.
So, are you just going to stay in Mulak's room and just let this roll?
Yeah, she'll just stay.
All right. Arvax, as you get into Mulette's room, all the candles light up, lighting the room. It is not clean, but not dirty. It looks like it might have been left in the condition when he left at the start of y'all's adventure. Simple bed, high quality elements to it though. Looks like weight equipment, sparring dummies, and definitely a closet full of tunics that do not have sleeves. So as he enters in, he like offers you a seat at like the little table that's in his room that all the Bright Gloom children seem to have. It's like, so yeah, like the note.
Yeah, I'll say like I I am not trying to be an asshole at all, but I don't know what you meant.
Oh, that can be taken like two ways. Like I could read into this as really bad, like it wasn't memorable, or like it could be the false Hydra. I'm gonna go with that one because like I'm not that insecure.
Yeah, we're going with the false Hydra because, yeah, apparently the memory's still spotty after that. I am really sorry. I don't remember
Wow.
anything.
So I guess like
I
magic and stuff, yeah, that would explain it. But like, I mean, like we had a connection. It was pretty cool.
I I feel really bad because right now I don't remember anything. I don't remember a lot from when before you kind of didn't exist yet. Um,
What the fuck, Knox?
like I'm not saying it. I don't believe you. I just don't remember
Well,
anything.
like we always had a tent together. Like, I mean, Perry was there too sometimes. That made it kind of interesting. But like we were always sharing tents, and like we rode together. Like you had your cool horse.
I really, I hmm, I don't know why I don't remember that yet. I mean, it might come back to me, but right now I don't remember
Oh, I know.
anything.
I got something I can show you that will definitely bring it back.
But okay.
And he starts to loosen his belt.
I don't think that. I don't know if you need to do that.
Arvax, are you yelling that?
Not yelling at him. I'm like,
Malaith, you definitely hear this. There is Arvax.
She's gonna go out in the hall and start like walking down the hallway and like
Well,
act like she's gonna.
their rooms
Go
all
ahead.
open up onto like a shared like little living area. Like they're like
Well, wherever the door is that's between her
like
and
she
them,
wasn't yelling. She's like, you don't need to do that.
she's gonna go like kind of just tap and be like, "Hey, everything good?"
as you knock, the door's not fully closed, so as it swings open, Mulet is lifting his back of his shirt and down part of his pants, and there is a tattoo.
Oh my god.
He's like, we got matching tattoos because we're like best friends.
Huh?
Arvax has a tattoo?
I have a tattoo?
You don't
Arvax,
seem like the type.
Arvax, do you check?
I mean, no, like, do I have a tattoo?
She has a matching tattoo mirroring your brother's tattoo.
What is it?
Yep. Mulaith is actually going to help her. She's going to grab. I'm assuming Mulak probably had one of the true like handheld mirrors, like with the like the handle. She's going to go grab one of those and then like angle Arvax so she can do like the over the back in the mirror trick, so she can actually see in the big mirror what she has on her back.
The lower back and upper part of your buttocks is on both sides. When you're standing, it's a little off kilter now because you're like a foot taller. You're just a little bit taller than the triplets beforehand. It is an image that is in Orchid, or it's an image of a closed eye, and in Orcish, it says, "Don't look at me."
Balfor will walk by and go, oh, matching tramp stamps.
How long has that been there? How's no one noticed this?
I'm going to just kind of. I'm just gonna kind of walk in and go walk past and go. That's hilarious, and I'm gonna go back to bed.
When did that happen? I'm so confused.
Like we
You
just
really didn't strike me as the tattoo type, I gotta say.
I'm really not usually. I didn't think.
So like it's right after we freed, like right after like we got to Hillens and we saved it from all the kobolds and stuff, and like you and I got real drunk, and then Tarl dared us to get tattoos, and I was like, bet. And so like we did it, and I was like, let's get one that's culturally appropriate for you, and one that I think's cool too. Don't look at my ass. I can moon somebody yelling, "Don't look at my ass," and my tattoo says that. It's kind of funny.
That's sweet in a goofy way. How has no one noticed this before?
You haven't been naked around people.
Everyone's changed in front of each other.
Balfor doesn't judge.
I'm so confused.
But like, yeah, we did this, and then like we're like best friends. Like you and I sword fought all the time. We shared a tent because my brothers like said that I stink because I'm all sweaty from swinging a sword, and they're like, we have magic. I'm like, that's fine. I don't want to smell like perfume. I'm gonna go hang out with Peregrine and Arvax. They know what physical fitness is.
That sounds like it'd be accurate. I do remember one thing. Weirdly, we set Tarl's pan on fire. We were making bacon and we set it on fire. He was so pissed.
Yeah, that was I think the first. He threatened to kill me and then resurrect me to kill me again over that one. I had to buy another pan.
I'm the one who set it on fire.
I thought it was me. That's why I took the heat. Oh, fuck you. I
didn't have any money.
He just looks at you. Fuck you. I love you.
This is weird. I don't remember much else, but hopefully I'll come back.
At this point, Arvax, a whole bunch of memories start flowing back. of basically having this goofy ass version of the twins with you all the time, making jokes, being goofy, but also straight up murdering things pretty effectively.
So when he said, so is this a platonic thing?
Well, yeah, like I was always trying to hook you up with Dreyfus. That's like the only thing me and Mulak agreed on.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, I
Is
mean,
Dreyfus gonna remember you? Huh. I guess he will.
oh man, like, well, Mom and Dad remembered me. So like,
Well, they weren't there when we fought the Hydra. Dreyfus was.
oh,
He
that might.
almost got his leg. He almost got eaten. I kept his leg from getting bit off.
Oh man, that would have been kind of funny. He would have forgotten he had a leg.
Oh.
He would just.
I don't
always...
think he would. I don't think he would have found that funny.
Oh man. Oh, you didn't.
You hear from the other room. That's what would have made it funny.
He's right. He's totally right.
His humor has not improved.
Is he still mopey about like all the things like because I don't know, you might not remember this, but like,
Okay, to be fair, he had a lot to be mopey about for a while.
well, I was also really mad because like I signed the paperwork to like get his penitent stuff, and I did list him as your sex worker. You didn't think that was funny then?
What the fuck?
Ah!
Well, they wouldn't sell him to us any other way, so like I said she was a Red Rider, and like they allowed me to buy him, which still feels really weird to say because like I feel gross. Like I took like 3 baths after that.
That's not how I remember things at all.
Does he still have the goatee?
He tried to grow a beard as much as he could.
But yeah, I just want to make sure like we were still a thing. We're like still besties and all.
Your wording. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're still besties.
Oh, you thought it was a sex thing.
You kind of wrote it that way, bro. When you say you're a thing, that usually means something else.
Mulathe,
You could just said, "Are we still friends?"
your brother turns and looks at you. Like being best friends is a thing, right?
No, she's gone. However, she'll be in the next room, so if he wants to shout it out to her, she can. But
he is gonna yell
not
it.
staying for this.
He is gonna yell it at you. Like being best friends is a thing, right?
It's
Yes,
not
that's called
being a
normal.
thing. It's not. That's not when you word it like that. Ominous.
I mean, that's just how you take it. I do admit that my brother doesn't have the best ways with words, so
Well, I mean, I was homeschooled. I'm sorry.
we were.
No,
Well,
so was I in the swamp.
does that count? That sounds like unschooling.
Tarl, I would say at this point, because Moulette is yelling, you probably heard him yelling down the hallway.
Tarl shouts out, "Maybe you wanted more than just friendship, Arvax."
Shut up.
Like, no, she's like a kid. Like, I thought that was the whole reason that she didn't want Dreyfus is because she doesn't have those thoughts yet.
That's
I was 22.
I'm talking more about when the note came through. She assumed.
That's why I was confused, Tarl.
Tarl is just, well, maybe you was wanting more than friendship.
Also, I'm not a child.
Not now.
Wasn't then either.
So did Moulette come back into the room with in the Mulak's room with me?
No, Mulathe might have, but Moulette is still in there talking with Arvax.
I came back with you. I was not. I'm done. He's not listening to that bickering anymore.
It's just look up. Our friends are nice.
That's the way to put it.
Yeah, well,
I'm so glad that I wasn't adventuring with y'all for too long, because I feel like this would have been insufferable, especially with Mulak around.
It was.
There's a reason I
wasn't
went to
bad.
boarding school.
Y'all's mom shouts down the hallway. Y'all need to hush up and go to sleep.
No, let's be honest. Lady Brightgloom wouldn't yell at her children to go to sleep. She would yell something moderately inappropriate to make them all be quiet. Like, I'm 90% sure on that one. Their mom would yell something at them inappropriate, be like, "God damn it, mom's gross." But Moulette looks at you, Arvax, like, so like we're still best friends?
I don't remember everything, but yeah, we're still best friends.
Dope. He holds a fist for fist bump.
That fist bump.
He looks at you. So Perry's not with us anymore. Like, yeah, she got sucked up in the moon and stuff. Like, if
I don't. She got. I'm still pissed about it. Everyone else seemed to kind of brush it off.
well, like, to be fair, she was like super into the moon. And, like, I tried to learn stuff about her, but
She didn't get sucked into the moon. It was the trickster god from like my religion that seemed probably sucked her up, and I don't know where the hell she is or what's happening. We were supposed to be finding a way to get her, but we got sidetracked with.
well, like, maybe we
things
can
just in
find
the
her after we
world.
get back my brother.
I want to, but we also need to, get rid of the damn spider goddess. It's trying to take over the world.
This is sort of the same subject, but not. Do you think, now that she's gone, like, a super miss her?
Yeah,
Do you think I had?
miss her too.
Do you think I had a chance with her? Like, I saw how much I know how much she lifted. Like, that was super awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if you could handle her.
He just starts laughing. Probably not. Anyway, I'm like gonna go to sleep now and lock my door so that my mom doesn't try to braid my hair again.
That's weird.
Yeah, but like, I've been dead for a year, so.
Yeah, I get it though.
But when we bring
You
back
did that the first time I came back from boarding school after being away for a few months. You just gotta let it happen. It'll stop after a week.
we need to change Mulak's icon to have braided hair after y'all bring him back.
Oh God, the three of you back, and now it tries being our friend again. It still is. Oh, you're gonna all be terrible.
Love you.
Because
It's gonna be fun.
no, we didn't hook up. He's kind of in charge of things now around Helen's though.
So, a man in charge. Got it. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
We still gotta hook her up with him.
Oh my God.
I'm working on it.
Like, at least once. You can't say no to just once.
Yeah. You guys act like there's no one else on the planet.
Anyway, I'm gonna close my door and go to sleep now.
Good night, bestie.
And if there's nothing else that anybody wants to do, you pass a night and you can start the ritual in the morning.
Yeah.
We got a new follow from Yinka T.
Woo. Thank you.
Said add them
Thank
on
you.
Discord.
You can join our channel down in the buttons below.
So, everybody gets together for the ritual, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Mulek will have like the little bag of like stuff that she grabbed. And then like in Mulak's room there's actually like a couple of different like outfits that she feels like he might want to wear. Some of his favorites, but he can like pick which one. Kind of laid out ready for him.
Okay. All right, so is anybody aiding? Do you ask for aid in this? Hold on.
Yeah, I'll have if I can have Tarl and Balfor help me, since they have different types of magic, but they can both do the same thing.
Okay. So there's not a roll for plane shift. You just cast it. However, since you have individuals helping you, I would like you to roll me what is going to be considered a luck roll at advantage, just a straight d20. Okay. So above the threshold of 10, so there will be no harm that happens during this. Lauren, you cast the spell, and it functions like plane shift initially. And you've cast it a lot recently, like getting back to your family. Weren't you the one that cast to get to Mott Dries and then cast it to leave?
No,
No, you got sent there by the priestesses, but did you cast it? You cast it to leave the dungeon in Deep Root.
Yes.
Okay. So you cast it. However, the aspect of you know where you're going quickly eludes you. As you hear a lilted gnomish accent make a tut 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 noise as you enter into the demiplane that is the ring. And then you're all standing in a room. The first thing you want in a world where D&D happens with friends on Mondays most of the time, but not always. Anyway, the first thing you notice is that the room that you're in is very yellow. Like, all the walls are nondescript, like a yellow wallpapered pattern.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
It is a dim, flickering light throughout it, and you are standing
We're in the fucking back rooms.
slightly damp carpet. Like, when you step on it, there's a little bit of a squish noise. And it is stale, it is linear, and everything looks the same.
Emily, I thought we had talked about limiting his screen time.
He deleted TikTok. I don't know what else you want me to do.
I only had TikTok
don't-
for like 2 weeks. I decided to ride
He's
the
the one that goes and looks up spooky shit. Even though he's a total wuss about it and has nightmares.
Yes, this is true. But you are now in what seems like if you speak, there's a slight echo. The only thing that's different is I see Nox is now playing Dredge. Nox is like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm leaving D&D. I'm done with this.
I hit the wrong button.
But there is written on the wall is, damn you, Dexathron. I will get you for this.
Huh.
And y'all remember, the name is familiar because that was the name of the gnome that created the pocket lab that your brother's body is currently stored in and being taken care of by Aspic. in theory.
Huh. Hang on a second.
Where the fuck are we?
Hold on. And I'm gonna pull out start pulling notebooks out. I no. Where's that goddamn directory? And this one. Okay, so this, no, 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 no. Let's see. It's got. I swear it's in here. No, no,
Do you need
no.
help?
No, I think I think I've. Oh, I could have sworn that this was in the directory for the teleporter. That's Abyss, Jersey City, Mortwield, Valhalla, Dis, Feywild, Shadowfell, Confell, Elfheim, Great Ways, Old Salt, Detroit.
Mularn?
Have you tried telling it which one you're looking for and seeing if it shows up in your list?
I mean, I just looked. Like I just this is I just wrote this down. Is it Hagfell, Hephaestus, Hiffle, Bucky's, New Orleans, whatever that is. Bunny. Every time I come
Swear
across
to
that,
God.
it smells weird. Let's see. Bunnies, chains. Nope. Spiders. Okay. No. 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 And no. Okay. Okay. I thought. I don't know. Maybe this is limbo. I don't know.
But that is where we'll end tonight's session. Is y'all are in this dimly lit, flickering, infinite corridors that is kind of mildewy smelling and uncomfortably familiar while also being foreign. So, thank y'all for playing, y'all.
Yeah. Read the back rooms.
Yep.
Fucking back rooms.
I've had this one planned for a little bit. I just
could have
didn't know.
sworn that
I didn't know
I could have
when it.
sworn that the back rooms was in the
I will
like a
have to. I
directory
will have
for.
to dig out where that notebook is because that's been like a year since I saw that
Yeah,
document.
but I typed it all. I typed it all into my sheet. So
Can't you just Control F? Copy paste it
yeah,
into a notepad, Control F?
no, I looked through the whole list. That's what I wasn't RPing. I was literally reading the list that I had written down. So
Anyway, we are Team Bonus Action. We like to play D&D and stream. We occasionally will have video games, and let's see. Next time we will hopefully be able to play this coming Sunday for Hearts and Ice. Hopefully next weekend everybody won't get sick at my house and prevent it. Also, audio quality should be increasing. We have another microphone, so it should sound good. Topher's been playing around with it. So you can find us. Social media is kind of a fuck all right now on where we're actually going to be active. So just keep watching here on Twitch and on YouTube. So, Knox sent you here.
we appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. Until next time, folks. Don't let your meatloaf.